Oh, baby.
We're cooking. Dude, I was thinking about it all day. You're so fucked for this. You are so fucked.
Oh, for this episode?
Yeah, I think you're real fucked.
You don't think that I got these? I don't know. I watched this episode. I was like, pff.
Yeah. You didn't watch the one with the pop-ups, right?
Oh, shit. What? No. No, I did not.
I did, and I was like, ooh, there's
I mean,
dumb shit.
I will say, they have it. Well, for one,
yeah,
they picked the perfect episode plot to kind of throw
Let
you
this
off.
happen. Yeah.
Because they're like, all right, Drew's going to take over the store. Everything's going to fall to ruins. You can't really tell
what's going on, what's not.
What's even in the episode. I don't know if you watched both or watched one.
I watched both.
So I like in the one where everything's wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the other one. So the one that I watched,
they're both wrong. The one just points out what's wrong.
Right,
That's
right. The one that I watched where it doesn't point out I like that they have to, whenever he's in there shooting on the mini pool table and they're like, no, this does not count. So
good. Welcome to Cleveland Rocks. We're going right into this one, folks.
We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. This is the rare one podcast episode for one episode of the show. We're doing it for season 3, episode 22.
It's a special ep.
It's a fun one. What's wrong with this episode? Yeah, it was an April Fool's Day gag, essentially.
Yes, it was April 1st, 1998.
Yes.
Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday. They wanted so the premise of the episode is there's a plot. We'll talk about the plot, but basically the main thing is they fucked up a bunch of shit in the episode, and they wanted viewers to write in what was wrong with the episode. And it was interesting. There was online, and then there was a PO box. I watched like Mimi promos for this one that they aired on TGIF.
Yeah.
And there was a mail-in address. I did not write the full one, but the PO box was in Cleveland. So you had to mail your answers to Cleveland, which is like a fun little.
That's great. Yeah, that's cute. Funny. I did like all the ways because he lays it out at the top on all the ways to write in.
They get Drew. I enjoyed the Alfred Hitchcock element of it all too. The little Drew silhouette, and then he comes into frame and turns.
The Drew silhouette, which was clearly a Dilbert profile, is all it was.
Well, with the hair,
with the hair, and the little stubby nose, round nose. Before we get into that, though, like, do you think it's worth? Should we say the plot or no?
I think we could
just because I have
I got very loose bullet points.
I have the brief summary of after Mr. Wick is injured at work during an elaborate and cruel plan to fire an employee, Drew is placed in charge for the week.
Yes.
Drew adopts a no firing policy that works wonders until employees start taking advantage of Drew's generosity. Mm-hmm. The store starts to fall into ruins just as Mrs. Lauder's return looms.
Yeah.
So I think it's good that we set the plot because we're going to be talking about one of us. I watched the episode.
We decided to do this. I gamified the podcast for this one instance. You watched the episode as it aired April 1st, 1998.
Yeah.
I watched the episode as it aired in reruns, which obviously they didn't want people submitting again. So they pointed
I can't believe they actually reran this.
Oh, absolutely.
This feels like a one
They
show.
pointed out VH1 behind the music video style. They have specific arrows pointing at look at this. This is wrong. This is wrong. What did he just say? That's sort of the vibe. So I watched that and I wrote down all of them. So at the top, when Drew's introing the premise of it,
the Hitchcock thing,
he says there's at least 50 errors in the episode.
Yeah, I took a note of that.
Yeah.
It was. I also like that the winner gets. What the winner gets.
Yeah,
$25,000. Great. That's one. A trip to Hollywood to be on the show.
A trip for 2 to Hollywood.
That's So whoever, I want to know now, and you might have already done the research.
I haven't.
Who won this, and then what cameo they make.
I want to know
in
also
the future.
so badly.
I'm like,
I need to know. And if you are that person, write us. Please.
Yeah.
Cleveland
Come
Rocks
on the
Podcast at
show.
Gmail. We would talk to you. I'll set up a Zoom. We'll do a whole thing. I thought that was really cool. There's also in one of the promo things, they said that one of the winners got lunch with Drew.
yeah,
And I don't know if it was the same
That's
person.
what he says in the beginning too. They can come and have lunch with him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just the idea that the winner of this was on the show.
Yeah.
That's insane.
If you got enough. Yeah. So yeah, but they had to find
and I guess there
at
were more
least 50
prizes.
errors.
He said there were also more prizes.
I think it was like
for,
smaller cash prizes.
probably
or like
for
they'd mail you
follow-up.
a shirt or some shit. Like,
yeah,
you know,
like
they had
you
those
got
dolls.
like 49. You know,
You got
that sort of
40.
thing.
How many do you? We can talk about it now, or I can tell you.
You know what?
Whatever you wanna know.
I probably should have counted. I definitely, but you can see my list. This is just for Shane. Like I do have.
Sure. Oh,
a
you broke it down
decent
by
amount.
scene too?
Yeah, yeah.
Good man.
yeah.
I did the same. So there's like 5 scenes and then the open and the credits. This is
Right.
how I broke it down. This
Yeah.
is perfect. I'll tell you this. If you think it's close to 50, you're mistaken. You're mistaken.
He really throws you off the scent with 50.
Yeah, I did the math and I was like, ugh.
It's way more. No, buddy.
So
Whatever.
anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be grading you, I guess, essentially to see how well you know if something is wrong on the Drew Carey show. Or
Yeah.
not.
If I
Some
get
of
a
them-
point.
The obvious ones were very fun, I think.
Yeah.
Like we'll get into it in a second, but some of the visual gags they had throughout this I enjoyed very much.
And do I get to be on the show if I win?
I'll let you on Cleveland Rocks, a Drew Carey show podcast. I'll let you be.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'll let you third mic on our podcast. If you,
That'd be awesome.
I'll just give you 2 microphones. You're double fisting them. But yeah, so the episode, let's as thin as the plot kind of is.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. It starts with Mimi's done with the sexual harassment trial, and she's basically going through and letting all of the people know that, hey, just so you know, I'm done delivering your mail, and they're all like very happy about it and applauding. And she goes, oh, and by the way, if you're missing any mail, I'll be sure to get them all together when you get me a dinner reservation upstairs at the nice restaurant.
Yes.
That thing or something. So clearly she's still goading her fellow coworkers.
I'm not gonna lie. This was probably wrong, but I wrote down, "It's not a nice restaurant upstairs." It's like that's probably wrong.
You saw it though. It's kind of a nice restaurant.
Yeah, but I thought they didn't like it.
Yeah, it's true. Spoiler: they did not have that.
That
as
does
one
not
of them.
count.
No,
Okay.
no. So anyway, then we see Mr. Wick. He's back, and he's personally really happy because Mrs. Lauder is going to go to the corporate headquarters of Winfred Lauder for a week, which means while she's away, Wick
Did they say where that? They said it was overseas.
Yes, it is overseas.
It was in like Japan or something. They said, but error.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got our first one. You want me to get into that? They say she's
no,
going.
I didn't mean to get into it
We
yet.
can go into it.
It's hard to do this.
Right.
Like talk about. Bear with us, guys. We're gonna figure out.
We'll figure it out in real time.
Yeah.
She says she's going to Kyoto. But
Yeah,
they
yeah,
point
yeah.
out it's actually because you'll remember the Dutch have it.
The Dutch have
It's
it.
in Amsterdam.
Right.
So that's one of the errors.
Yeah. Anyway, it's an overseas.
She's going overseas and Wick is in charge. And like she comes in at one point and like kind of like gives Wick like bullshit work to do. Like
Yeah.
he's got to like watch after her dog. I think she's like there's like a test kit because he's having like explosive diarrhea or something. If I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Like so he's getting stuck with the grunt work. But he's really excited because he kind of gets to follow the beat of his own drum. And the first thing he wants to do is fire people with a little flair, as if he doesn't already.
Yeah, like I don't understand what. Is he just excited or it can't be that he feels empowered because he feels empowered to
All
fire
the
people
time.
every day.
Yeah. I guess maybe though this is like one of the most showboaty ways he's ever fired. Is he calls over this guy Johnson. He's basically like, if you can, I'm going to fire you unless you can shoot an apple off my head with a crossbow. And he pulls out like this big fucking crossbow. And Mimi's like, oh my God, you're crazy, man. What are you gonna do? And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. When he fires the crossbow, it's just gonna reveal a flag that says you're fired.
Yeah, it's like
Very
Looney
sort of
Tunes stuff.
Batman villain sort of shit.
Yeah, or like if it seems like something Bugs Bunny would do to Elmer Fudd.
Right, exactly. I like Mr. Wick as Bugs Bunny. I hadn't thought of that.
Johnson's Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
What a name, Elmer Fudd.
Fudd?
All-time cartoon name, Elmer Fudd.
You never hear people named Elmer anymore, and I wonder if that's because of the glue company.
I was going to say if it was because Elmer Fudd.
No, I mean, well, maybe.
It's like an Adolf Hitler situation where people don't get named Adolf anymore. People don't get named Elmer because Elmer was a terrible person.
Elmer Fudd. Well, personally, for the bunnies, that's a little bit of a sensitive topic to bring up Elmer Fudd. You know?
Yeah,
People just throwing around that name very casually these days.
Yeah.
So Johnson goes. He stands from a distance, and Wick puts the apple on his head, and he pulls the trigger, and the fire flag
You're
comes out.
fired
Yes.
flag
and
comes
Wick
out.
has a good laugh, and then Johnson goes to look down at the flag, and I guess he pulls the trigger again, and the arrow fucking shoots.
Yeah.
And off camera, we just hear Wick scream like a little girl. And Mimi immediately calls emergency services, and she's like, "Oh my God, it doesn't look right." And she tries to get confirmation. He basically got shot in the nuts.
Yeah.
My man Lance Armstrong.
He got shot in the scrotum.
Right in the scrot. He lost one of his.
Do you think it pinned him to the door by the scrotum?
Oh, I hadn't thought of it like that. I don't like that.
I'm trying to think how getting shot in the
Nuts.
in the nuts with a crossbow would go.
How it would work out. I hope it didn't have to get removed from a door. But you're probably right. It was a big arrow. We'll never know.
Yeah.
Because it was all off camera. So, do we want to go through now? What errors did you have for this cold open that we have?
All right.
I'm going to grade you.
I got Winfred Softer right away. That was like the layup.
Correct.
They were
So
like, Mimi comes in.
Yeah.
She says, "Everyone, I won my case against Winfred Softer." I was like, okay.
That's so on the fucking nose.
I think that's just to get the audience warmed up. Hey, look for errors here.
Yes. Correct. 1 point.
Imagine the people tuning into this. Let's say they missed the Drew Open. Where he explains and they've missed all the promos and they turn it on, and then I guess you wouldn't immediately know it, but you'd think some of the errors are a little what?
Am I having a stroke?
Yeah.
Is Oswald a Hispanic man? What's going on?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a fun bit for you there, though. Once we get there.
Okay, I can't wait. So Winfred Softer, correct.
Yeah, so Winfred Softer, I put the good restaurant upstairs.
Not taking away a point, it's just a lack of a point.
Mimi obviously had Dilbert plushies instead of the troll dolls.
Correct.
And the troll dolls were by Drew's desk.
Correct.
Where the Dilbert plushies would be.
So what's interesting is how they did it. They pointed the troll dolls out later, but I'll give you credit for that. Yes.
Well, you could see it in the background of this scene.
All of it.
So it's
yeah,
weird.
Exactly.
Oh, Miss Louder doesn't have a cat. She has a dog. So whenever she's asking Mr. Wick to take care of the cat, it's actually supposed to be a dog. No,
they didn't point that out.
They didn't put. So she has a cat too.
She might have.
I was
multiple
afraid
animals.
she would have a cat.
She
when
has
you
every
just said when you
kind
were
of
doing
animal.
the scene recap, you said dog, and I was
I
like,
did. Well, I didn't even catch that myself. There was a couple things. There's a couple things that they didn't point out that I was like, I feel like that was an error that they didn't even catch.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible, but it's not going to count, unfortunately, for my grading score because I don't have it on my list.
My favorite error of the scene is a bear delivers mail to Mimi's desk.
Yep. I have guy in freaking bear costume.
That rules. I just don't know why they just threw it in. He just drops mail off.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wick does call her Bombeck.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? Okay, there's a couple more. By which I mean, there's 10 more.
Hold on. Can I guess?
Go ahead.
I know at some point it's the art above Mimi's desk.
So
that changed. That was different at the beginning as well.
I'll give you that. Yeah, the art throughout changes.
I noticed that
in this scene. So I guess normally I've never noticed this, but she has a painting of a man above her desk normally. In this scene,
In this, it's like a group photo.
well, no, that comes later. In this scene, it's dogs playing poker.
Oh.
So maybe I'm going to take that away, but I'll give you the group shot later. Yes, that we talked about it earlier, but the Kyoto Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, I that one too. Yes.
Okay, I'll give you that.
You should give me that one.
I'll give you credit.
I
for that.
remembered Kyoto, and I was like, that's wrong.
Mrs. Lauder enters dressed as a matador.
Oh yeah, I didn't think that was an error.
Right, because you thought when you go to Japan, you wear a matador's outfit.
For some reason, I was like, oh yeah, she's just that's just wherever she's headed, she has to wear that costume.
She's taking the bull down.
Again, this is the element to the show, I guess it's not relevant to the plot. Where I'm just like, I could some of this could just be them fucking around.
1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she is dressed as a matador. A horn honks while Mr. Wick is talking to Mrs. Lauder.
I definitely missed some of these sound cues because there are a few.
This one is such bullshit, but they did note it, so I had to note it. In the scene where we see Johnson stand up from his desk when Wick calls him.
That's not Johnson?
That is Johnson. The office overhead lighting fixtures are gone.
Oh, come on.
Right?
All right.
Right?
This gets me into my first question about how they did this.
Mm-hmm.
How did they do this? Was this shot over multiple days?
Well, I went back to look.
Obviously, they couldn't have shot this in front of a studio audience.
Yeah.
And
though
made
they did. There's laughs.
Right,
do
right.
we think it's an artificial laugh track on this?
Made dramatic changes like that where they remove the overhead lighting, or there's a few instances where they swap in different actors.
I went back to look, and I think the overhead lighting is gone throughout the whole scene.
Okay.
So I think it might have just been one scene that they were taped and it was just gone and they pointed it out halfway through the scene.
And then you also had to really get the audience in on it too. Because the audience, I noticed, doesn't laugh at any of
the weird gags.
No. And
which makes me think those were shot after the fact.
I assume the audience then sat there for multiple tapings. They watched the real episode too.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Or did they shoot it
to
in
get
front
ahead of it?
episode?
When we get to the kitchen scene and they're it's swapping in mustaches and stuff, I bet those are just second takes that they could do without the audience.
Did what? Just kidding.
When they're all wearing the stashes and stuff, I think those are probably insert shots that you could do without an audience after they're all gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then you can just literally put it in, and the original track can still play with the laugh and everything because you're recording that separately.
Right. It's just it threw me
on
off.
A practical
a lot
level.
of the changes would be these quick cutaways.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just how the fuck did they do this in a studio audience?
A lot of it, especially later in the episode, is also done clearly in post, when shots are fucked around with in a weird way, or something's clearly on a green screen.
Yeah. Somebody went to film school at the Drew Carey show. One of these guys.
In case you can tell from the Hitchcock open, these people are a little film nerds.
Some of these are film nerds.
Mm-hmm. I want to give them a wedgie.
Oh wait! Oh, there's some more. There's some more. I have listed.
Hit me.
I just realized that I had it broken down to pre and post the crossbow fired.
Okay.
Mimi called 811.
Correct.
Oh, and then I have the intro.
Okay. So you really only had one.
I really had one.
But that is correct. There's 3 more that you missed. One of them's bullshit, I think. So office overhead lights. Oh, there's 2 more. I'm sorry. Mr. Wick's office door. Oh, man, I hope you paid attention to the office door.
It was Mr. Bell. And at one point, it's Mr. Bell.
In
and
this scene,
Wick.
it's Franklin Roosevelt. So
I didn't pay attention the whole time.
And then this one, I think, is sneaky. We see as Johnson's firing the crossbows, the office clock in the background, no arms, no hands on the clock.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. But they pointed it out.
Annoying.
They pointed it out.
But yeah, I did notice the door changing in another scene. I just didn't pay attention to them the whole time. I should have watched this twice.
6 out of 12.
Okay.
Rough go. How did you get any for the titles?
Yeah, obviously whenever it cuts to Drew and Kate at the desk.
Correct. Wow.
And
good. I almost missed that, honestly. I was like, oh, whatever.
And then you hear a noise when Oswald throws someone.
You're killing it, man. I'm so proud of you.
And then there is a moment when they're dancing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that it cuts to a wide shot and Drew kind of falls.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, that's all
Okay.
I got.
There's 3 more you missed.
In the fucking intro. What?
There's 2 misspellings they put in the titles. So
I didn't even read the titles. I'm supposed to read?
Oh man, you're so fucked if you didn't read. Executive producer Drew Carey, Carry, error. And then executive producer Bruce Helford, Hell, 2 L's. There's only one normally.
Oh, come on.
Ford. The final one is in the last scene when they do the Ohio. Drew trips and falls.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was
could have caught
quick,
that one.
Yeah, quick. You missed it. But so yeah, even the titles have some weird little fuck ups. I was impressed.
God, they just like
They fucked around with
how
everything.
did they do like I this must have been fun.
Yeah.
For like the the
Well, you
cast
know-
basically I would love to interview like the cast about this specific episode. They had to memorize one script, do the other. They had to really work on not breaking, but you just get to like I don't know, in the next scene they're like you said they're throwing on mustaches or they're swapping in different actors.
You know who I would really like to talk about? The line producer for this show must have had a
Oh my
fucking
God.
headache trying to get it
with
all
all
together.
like all the little props and everything
Script
too.
supervisors.
Yeah.
I feel like you almost fire your script supervisor for this one because it's like there's no continuity. That's the
yeah,
whole point.
You got to get just a fresh face, and you're like, you're gonna. I know you've never watched an episode of this show, but
Doesn't
just
matter.
as you would think.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, so then we go from the titles to the first scene. We get Drew sitting there.
well, hold on. Did we get to the part at this point in the plot? We know that Drew's going to take over for the
So we find out essentially, like they know
when they're
Mr.
at
Wick
Drew's
is
kitchen
injured.
table.
Yeah.
Okay, so we end the first scene with Wick's injured. Scene
Yes.
2, we begin, and Drew says,
Drew's reading the paper with his friends, and they're talking about, oh man, Mr. Wick, that's an awful injury. You know, I wonder how long he's gonna be out.
They make
Oswald's
a bunch
prank
of-
calling him
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the hospital. I think that takes a prank call too far. If you're gonna prank call a man who lost a testicle, you know, to be like, oh man, I missed me mate, like
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's maybe. I wouldn't call.
I did appreciate all the
That's
all the
punching
missing
down.
all the missing nut jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's plenty. He's a little testy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Genius. But yeah, so they're you know, just hanging out, chilling, making fun, sort of. Mimi comes in and delivers the news that Drew, because Mr. Wick is out, is the next in command. So Drew is now going to be in charge of Winfred Louder, and he's excited. At
I
the
love that they
opportunity.
made Mimi deliver that news.
Yeah. Well, who else is
Deliver
going
to
to deliver
your
it?
deliver it to your enemy, Mimi.
Yeah. No, it's you know.
Also, who made that decision? Miss Louder, I guess.
I don't know actually. I think it's a chain of command thing, right? Like Drew's. I guess
How was Drew the next in the chain of command at the store?
nobody at the board wants to do
He
it. I
has
guess
the
I don't
next
know.
closest desk. That
It's just
isn't Mimi.
literally he leapfrogs him. Well, that's the other thing too. You said make your enemy deliver it. Mimi now is Drew's assistant, sort of. I guess it
Yeah,
becomes. So that's kind of fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
But, and it's here that Drew kind of gets inspired to take it a different direction as a manager, as a boss. He's, you know, I think maybe probably the thing that it sticks out in his mind the most about Mr. Wick is how he'll indiscriminately fire people left and right.
Of course.
So he decides, I'm going to be a boss that fires no one.
Yeah, that's gonna work, Drew. Good luck, buddy.
What could possibly go wrong?
Do you think it'd be good at firing people?
No, I'd be terrible at it.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it because I think about the implications of it, you know?
Implications.
Well, yeah, you know, if somebody's got
think
a
about
family.
oh yeah. I didn't think of their.
What if I'm the reason someone's kid can't go to college?
Yeah,
That's
because
some
now
fuck
they
shit.
never find another
Capitalism,
job.
man.
Yeah. I don't know if I do. I have a tough time even criticizing some of my coworkers.
Yeah.
Behind their back, I don't. But to their face,
Yeah, it's
at
hard to
work,
do.
you know, in the office space, I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm like, everybody learns at their own pace.
Yeah.
You're all trying. Just hang in there.
I'm not a direct person. I'm more of a grumbler. I'm like,
Yes. Yeah. Definitely a grumbler.
yeah. No, I think that's more of my MO as a boss.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't have to fire people. That's some other schmuck's job.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so Drew then decides he's going to lead this way, and that's kind of where we leave this scene, I believe.
Yeah.
But holy shit, did they have fun with fucking around with it?
Oh, they got a bunch in here.
There's so many. There's like
I know.
I'm not even going to tell you the number.
I'm sure that I've I'll be lucky if I got half. All right, Drew's house is a haunted house.
Correct.
Obviously, that was the funniest intro.
Yeah.
Is they do the intro to his place, and it's like this stormy house on a hill.
I enjoyed it also because they added the sound effects. Like it'd be one thing if it was just like a haunted house, but they added like a lightning crack and a ho.
Right.
Yes.
Sign that says "Hi, Mom" above Drew's head.
Correct.
And the gang is
Yes.
just kind of hanging. That was another thing that I'm wondering how they shot. Did they just like have someone lowered from the rafters to hand him the bag of chips, or to like do the "Hi, Mom"?
The Hi Mom's a boom mic. So they probably just brought a boom mic.
I didn't
in
even
between.
see that.
Yeah. So they got a guy. They got a desk
the
boy
boom
working
guy.
on that.
They just got the worst. Maybe they didn't even hire the boom guy. Like they just hired a dumb kid out of college.
They just got a shitty best boy.
Yeah,
he didn't even realize. Yeah.
All right.
So those two.
The paper he was reading is a San Francisco Chronicle about the moon landing.
Correct. Moon
Yeah.
landing. It's an old newspaper is what they called it. They didn't even note that it was San Fran.
It's
but
a
that's
San
a good
Francisco
note.
Chronicle.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Pool sticks are in the sink.
Wow. I gotta be honest. I didn't catch that when the way I watched it was I watched it without the notices first.
Yeah.
Then I watched it with the things. I didn't notice that in my first go. Well done.
Oswald has a random mustache. Oh, yeah. Okay. So they all have the mustaches.
They all have the mustache.
They all
Lewis wears it. Kate wears it. Drew doesn't have it.
Drew doesn't have it.
That's kind of sad. Let
Yeah.
Drew have the mustache.
Nah, he doesn't need a mustache. He's a
gonna be the
clean cut
boss.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can't be the boss and have a mustache.
So they all have the mustache.
And then Drew calls Mimi Fifi
Correct.
at one point.
Yes. When she comes in.
Yeah. And then there was a random bald guy in the window.
Yes.
Yeah.
A random man appears.
Yeah.
Well, they pull out I guess we should say Buzz Beer is getting into liqueur.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even bring that up.
They pull out. So I
I wasn't sure if that was an error.
No, it's not. Buzz Beer is making champagne, but it's just champagne mixed with Buzz Beer. It's not like a caffeinated. It's just they put beer
No, they're just
and
putting
coffee
the beer,
and champagne
coffee
together,
in the champagne.
and
yeah.
it tastes awful. But
and
they call it
Buzz Booze.
no. They call it booze.
Booze.
Booze because they're fancy. They just took booze and they put an apostrophe over it.
Booze.
Booze.
It's a dangerous word.
Hey, let me get that booze.
Yeah. Sip on that booze. All right.
Yes. So yeah, random man appears while Lewis is pulling out the booze.
They do call the Warsaw the Berlin.
Great.
Speedy as a pig.
Yep. There you go.
The audience cracked at that one.
How could you not? I love that now we've brought the animal budget back. We had a bunch of fucking animals all the time. Takes a weirdo competition.
Oh yeah, hand from the sky. You can do hand from the sky, handing him a bag of potato chips, but then Drew pulls out carrots out of the potato chip bag.
And you know that it's wrong because he eats them.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would not eat vegetables.
He would not eat a vegetable.
And then at one point, Oswald becomes who I wrote down, a Hispanic man.
Yes.
I looked him up. He's Italian.
He is correct. Now, do you know then he's the guy from Welcome Back, Kotter?
Robert Hersey.
That's what I thought. I Googled it on the way here. It's pronounced Hedges.
What?
Hegyes. He pronounces it Hedges.
But that's not
That's not at all close to how he was.
Heresy is how it was spelled in IMDb.
Oh, I have it as Hegyes. Hedges.
Did I copy that wrong out of IMDb?
I every day is a miracle that you're alive.
I swear to God, that's what it was. Either way, I did note he's Italian.
Yeah.
Because I kept writing Hispanic man.
Well, I was like, oh, I think it's really funny and it's funny still that they got an Italian guy randomly. But yeah, I guess Welcome Back, Kotter. Was that on ABC? It had to have been, I guess. That's All in the Family,
yeah,
which was not on ABC.
Yeah.
You did pretty good. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I also
There
wrote
were some
down,
more.
is the bench couch, is that a different, does that different?
I will give you this.
The fabric on it looked different, but I don't know.
The kitchen table is wrong. Oh, so the kitchen table is normal. I'll give. When you got into the fabric, I was going to give you that, but then when you pointed out specifically, no, it is the kitchen table is incorrect. Again, you should have read, man. Co-producer Bob Nickman's credit is done in a script font, not the normal Drew Carey show font.
Why do I have to read the credits?
Speaking of Spanish, production consultant Robert Borden's credit is written in Spanish.
I didn't even know there were credits in
Consergio.
this scene.
Yeah, there is at the bottom. You know, it's how like they introduce like all the producers and shit.
Shows how much I was paying attention to that.
When Lewis goes to pull out the bouquet, the sign inside of the soda cooler does not say soda; it says ice cream.
Oh, you know what? I feel like I did see that, but
Yeah.
it didn't really register
knows?
as different.
And then the last one, I'm surprised you didn't get this one. When Kate is asking Drew about like, are you sure you're not going to fire people? She's standing at the fridge. She's got two different shoes on.
Oh,
She got like a red shoe, a red sneaker, and a black sneaker. Or something.
I do like that she pulls out a can of cheese, spray cheese.
Yeah.
And just hands it to Drew.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that an error? Nah,
Is that going to go on the carrot? No,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's not an error because my man lives for that. Yeah. So
all right.
There was 19 total there. 14 out of 19 though. Nothing.
I did better.
Yeah, you did way better. That's I think a C. I'm bad at math, but
Hey, we're
Yeah.
getting there, guys.
we're getting there. So yeah, then we go into the second scene.
Everything's made up and the points don't matter,
Hey,
guys.
God damn it. You know what? It's always been true for Drew.
Yeah, yeah.
Price is right though. The points kind of do matter.
True.
Yeah.
Although I don't know. Do any of these people get the money? We don't really know.
No.
I've never met one Price is Right winner in my life. What are the odds this show's been running for how long has it been on the air?
75 years,
Yeah,
I believe.
probably 75 years. I've never met one person who's been on The Price is Right or won any money from The Price is Right.
Aaron Paul was on it.
I've never met Aaron Paul.
That sounds like a you problem. I don't know. Cool dude. He's got a fun mezcal.
I do like that. Have you ever watched the documentary? I might have brought it up on the podcast before about the guy who watched every episode of The Price is Right and he memorized like,
Prices?
yeah, all the prices, and he did an Excel doc. And
That's a fun way to cheat though.
Yeah.
Because that's just
Well, he just has
that's not
autism.
even cheating. Yeah, exactly. It's not cheating. It's just like
and
having
he just has it all like locked
Autism?
in, and then he would just sit in the audience. And he would just shout the exact correct dollar amount, and
Just
then
confidently-
people would take it. People,
Yeah.
you know how you can shout, and people would be like, "Oh yeah, 1908," and then it'd be right on the money.
Yeah.
right on the money.
I
every
like the
time.
idea that he's doing it with like dagger eyes. Like everybody else is like, oh, $5, $7, and he's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$14.50. Fucking trust me.
I'm gonna take this away from you.
I live in my mother's basement. This is all I have.
All right.
Our next scene, we get Boss Drew here. Essentially, we get the first sort of moments. He comes in. He begins his duties as manager of Winfred Louder.
Yeah.
Mimi takes an opportunity to fuck
Never
with
thought
him.
we'd see the day.
Right, Mr. Drew.
Yeah, Mr.
Carey.
Middle Management, now in charge of everything.
Yeah, look at him. Mimi takes a moment though to, well, first of all, he's asking Mimi to like kind of, where's his paperwork, this, that, the other. There was a line here that I really enjoyed where Mimi says that she has taken the liberty to book a massage for him this afternoon. Drew's uneasy with this. He goes, wait a second, you want me to believe I'm going to lie down naked and nothing's going to happen? And she goes, does it ever?
Ah,
Zing.
zing.
She can still zing him even when he's her boss. But no, it's like kind of like she tries to get him to stand on this one square that we later learn glues his feet to the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's just fucking with him the whole time. She's clearly not afraid of Drew even as a boss.
No.
What else would you expect?
Why would you be?
No. He's pretty mild mannered.
Yeah, you got it. Well, he's already said he's not going to fire people.
Right, exactly.
So, as we come to learn, everyone's going to fuck with this guy.
And it starts with Larry, of course. Larry and everybody comes in and, they're kind of trying to, gauge what's going on. He's like, hey, Carey, I heard, what's going on with this new policy. He's like, yeah, I'm not firing anybody, And everybody sort of is elated at this idea. I think they've been living on pins and needles.
They've been living in an oppressive state.
Yes. And Drew is their liberator.
Yes.
Drew the liberator coming
Yeah.
in to be like, no one's getting fired. We're all making a living wage.
This is what it's going to be when Zohran Mamdani wins the New York City mayoral election.
I've always said that Drew Carey reminds me of a Muslim Ugandan man.
yeah.
I think, it'd be
Our
really
liberator.
funny if I think Zohran...
No one's getting fired. We're all having free buses.
The Cleveland bus is free.
Yeah.
Zohran should get the Drew glasses. I think that would help.
Yeah,
him.
I think that would.
If he had the Buddy Holly frames,
Yeah.
it'd be a good look. But yeah, they want to know about this policy, and Drew believes that treating the employees will in a no firing situation is going to cause them to work harder.
Yeah,
it's his thesis that he's putting out there. So everybody's really excited about it, and that's the end of this scene before we go to the store floor.
Right.
So
The store floor is kind of bonkers.
Yes.
In this one,
Well, do we want to talk about the errors out of this one first?
yes, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Of course.
We're not figuring this out in real time.
Scene opens, car is driving backwards outside.
Yes. People are walking. They basically
People are
took
walking
a
backwards. They
normal
just
shot, they
reversed
reversed
the
it.
shot. Yeah.
Yes.
The door said Mr. Bell instead of Nigel Wick.
Bing, bing, bing. Ding, ding, ding. Bing, bong.
Bing bong. Drew went from a brown suit to a black suit.
When he goes through the door again, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Boss.
Mr. Boss
Mr.
Man.
Boss Man changing his suits. Larry has hair.
Yeah, Larry has a toupee.
That was the best.
Can I tell you, we've seen Larry in this. We had a whole episode where we were talking about the actor who
goatee.
plays him. I didn't realize the goatee has been with us for a while.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. I was like, is the goatee the error? I really didn't
No,
realize.
that
but
can't.
yeah.
That was the. Oh, you didn't realize the toupee at first.
Well, no, I was so enamored with his goatee that I didn't notice the hair.
It's a strong goatee, but that's been around. We've been with Dirtbag Larry for a while now. Dirtbag Larry's been around. So that's just part of the Renaissance. The goatee.
Yeah, I respect it.
There's also a guy that looks like Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, one of the employees is dressed like Abraham
Actually,
Lincoln.
When I was looking at the IMDb, he was one of the characters listed. It says Abe Lincoln.
He's credited as Abe
He's
Lincoln.
great.
That's
Yeah.
fun. That's good.
And then Drew has a lawn chair at his desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Because I think I might be conflating some of the errors in this with some of the errors.
I'm gonna
later.
give you another one. You pointed out earlier Mimi's desk has a group photo above it.
Oh yes,
That is in this. That is the cast of Dallas is hanging above Mimi's desk.
Okay, yeah.
Mimi, I didn't. They pointed this out as an error. I'm legally required to say it. Mimi has a rotary phone on her desk.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I would have thought.
You know, my aunt had a rotary phone until like
5 years ago.
it was just gone now. God rest his soul. But
apologies.
she was probably until like 2009.
Wow.
She had a rotary phone in her house.
Could you imagine doing rotary dialing with
It was
Obama as
annoying.
president?
Yeah.
Calling I'm so mad about this president. I'm just
Yeah. Call your
congressman. Yeah, no, but rotary phone. I don't know why in '98 they were still commonplace, but they pointed it out as an error.
Yeah.
We got another office clock change. There's a carton of milk on top of the office clock in the background. Drew is in the crowd of employees chanting his name while they are cheering for Drew.
Ah, that one's good.
So that's a good.
Funny.
He's hidden among them. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
The computer on Drew's desk is not there. It's a typewriter instead.
Ah, damn it.
I know.
There
There's
were a few things on his desk over
Yeah.
the course of this
That
that I
changes.
noticed. But yeah.
Mimi's desk, the coat rack by Mimi's desk is a cactus, not a coat rack.
Damn, how did I miss that?
I saw it immediately, this big green thing. I was like, oh, shit. And this one, I again, legally have to say it. There is a container of baking soda on top of the office speaker while Mimi's taking that photo of Drew.
Okay, that's always there. I've
That's
noticed
the
that
office
since-
baking soda.
Yeah.
You know,
It
it's
stinks
in
in
case
there.
of emergencies. Yeah. So 13 from this one. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're back to half.
At least I'm hitting the 50% mark
There you
every
go.
time, at least.
You're treading water, you know?
Yeah.
I'm worried you might drown, but we're getting there. Yeah.
We'll see.
So then, we go to the store floor.
This one's crazy.
This one
and
is
I
nuts.
know that I didn't get everything
Well,
here.
there's a lot of shit going on, but Drew comes down with Oswald and Lewis, who just appear. They're just there for some reason, and the employees are like chanting and cheering for him. Everybody's trying to mob him, to be like, "Oh, thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Carey. Thank you so much."
They're all kissing his ass.
Yeah, as you would.
For the benevolent leader of Winfred Louder now.
Yeah, our liberator.
Yeah.
Drew the liberator. he sees Larry basically treating a customer poorly. He's like, I guess she's in like home shopping, but for some reason he's like talking about her like makeup or some shit.
Yeah.
He's like, there's not like, you can't use highlights or lowlights. You need midnight. Like that's the thing. Get out of here.
Come on, Larry.
Go to Macy's where they care what you think. And Drew's witnessing
where the
this.
customer's still always right.
Exactly.
That's the thing with Macy's.
That's Winfred Louder's new slogan. We don't give a fuck what the customer thinks. And Drew catches this and goes over. I thought this was an error, and it's not. He calls him Lawrence, which is his name.
Lawrence?
Yeah, he's like, Lawrence, I'm disappointed
I
in
thought
you.
that was an error, too. I mean, it is his name, but...
It's
I guess it's just...
It's his God-given name is Lawrence. So
damn.
Yeah, not an error. Not according to this thing. But so he's talking to Larry, though, and he's just like, I'm really disappointed in you. And Larry's like, yeah, I guess I fucked up, right? Like, you're going to fire me, right? And Drew's like, I'm just disappointed. You can do better. We should maybe talk about this. But he's like, you're not going to fire me? He's like, no, I'm not going to fire you. And he's like, he starts grabbing him and shaking him. He's like, are you fucking with me? Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to fire you. Four-eyed bastard, not going to fire him. So Larry realizes he can really do anything.
Yes,
which I think
he's
is
immune.
It's what Larry's always wanted.
Yes.
Dirtbag Larry has wanted nothing but to get away with all of his actions.
Yes.
So he decides he leads a group to go raid the liquor bar up in the boardroom.
Yeah.
And Drew starts calling it out. It's like here where we realize things are going to go off the rails very quickly.
Yeah.
And
everybody runs upstairs to go raid the wet
including
bar.
Oswald and Lewis.
Yes.
Who see an opportunity for free booze and do not turn it down. Yeah. So yeah, Drew's starting to get in some shit here, I would say.
Yeah.
I
was just thinking of all the people. Sorry, I'm hung up on the errors thing, obviously.
No.
I was just thinking
it was
of
your task for
like
today.
How many people watched this. I guess like the strategy, okay, if I were to put myself in 1998, you obviously tape it. You tape it, you watch it live, but you also record it.
You VHS tape it. Probably.
You VHS tape it, yeah. And then you just rewatch it. You don't have very long to do it.
No.
So you probably watch it with a group.
I do wonder what the time, like when did they need submissions postmarked by, I wonder.
I don't know. That's interesting.
I wonder if it was like a week or 2 weeks. I don't know.
But... Oh God, 2 weeks. Could you imagine how many submissions they would have gotten in 2 weeks?
In 14 days.
It was a Wednesday. They probably should have done it by Friday.
Wow.
That's what I think.
You are a strict dictator of
people
television.
used to watch TV back then.
Yeah, no, I know.
Not like now, but they used to be like punctual with
it wasn't
TV.
like, I'm going to get to the bear. Like they were like,
I've been meaning to stream
television.
it, but there's just so much. There's nothing else on.
Yeah.
You only have
it's
Drew
this
Carey,
and your local news.
Drew Carey on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I would have taped it, and then I would have watched it with a group, because then you just split the $25K if you get it.
But who goes to Hollywood? Who gets to be in the Drew Carey show?
Whoever does all the legwork, I would be like, just give me a few $1,000s. I don't need to be on the show.
Yeah.
One of them gets lunch. They can just split it up 3 ways.
Sure.
But I would have taped it, watched it with a group, and then just like rewatched it like however many times you need, maybe 5 times, get a giant list together, list everything possible.
Yeah.
And then
I do wonder if you listed something that wasn't necessarily an error.
I
if
do.
They
well, that's
included
what
it.
I was wondering. What inspired this line
penalized.
of thought was the Lawrence thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I totally wrote that down.
Totally.
I bet you a ton of people wrote that down. Nobody calls Larry Lawrence.
No, we know his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, my errors for this
Let's
scene.
go through it. Yep.
They played the song in between backwards.
Transition
music was
cue,
reversed. Yes.
Backwards. Excuse me.
They're wearing Roman outfits.
Yep.
Oswald and Lewis are wearing Roman outfits in the elevator when
And
they come
Drew.
down with Drew. And Drew. Yeah.
Dressed as gladiators.
Yes. Actually, their outfits change a few times because then when they get out of the elevator, Lewis is in the wrong uniform. He's in like a mailman uniform or something.
You sure it's Lewis?
Sorry, not Lewis. Oswald.
That's right. Yes, correct. Oswald is dressed. They specifically say that he is dressed as a. Oh God, where is it? He's a gas station attendant. I was like, that's not really what I would think of as a gas station attendant.
No.
Whatever you think.
Gas station attendant? He's wearing like a Civil War hat.
That's just what the arrows said. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the arrows.
I don't know. All right. They walked out of the elevator with a ton of people.
It's not. Oh yes, actually no, it is.
So it was just the 3 of them in the elevator, and then there were
4
like
more people exit the elevator.
There were a bunch of people that exited the elevator.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant the people mobbing Drew, and I was like, no, they just love Drew.
No, you have Mal jingle. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what. Mall jingle?
Yeah, I got no idea what that. All right.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know what you mean. Who? At one point, there's a You've Got Mail jingle.
You've got mail jingle.
Mall jingle?
Yes.
That's a Star Wars character, dude.
I forgot an I. What do you want me to say? I forgot to put the I. Okay. Hey, good way to go. You've got mail jingle. That's what it is.
You've Got Mail jingle.
Where's Waldo is out there greeting Drew.
Correct.
Kate says you're the best boss in Cincinnati.
There you go.
We know that's bullshit.
We're cooking.
Tom, the security guard instead of Chuck.
No.
No.
Tom works there. Tom's just another guy that
Damn,
works
they
there.
were just, oh man, that
I know.
sucks.
That sucks for
what
you.
happened?
Yeah.
What happened to Chuck though?
Apparently,
I miss Chuck. He was the best.
Apparently, Chuck does come back at some point. His IMDb says he's in like season 5 or something. So I don't know why he took a break.
I didn't know Tom the security. That's the first we're meeting Tom the security guard.
As far as
right?
I can tell, yes.
Larry is selling makeup now instead of furs. I don't know if that counts. He's just on the floor. Obviously, the floor is different too. So now they have housewares down there.
Not listed as an error.
What? The floor is open. They don't have. Normally they have like makeup and everything. There's like
I
a
think they
houseware
want
section.
you
There's like
to
a bedding section.
I think they want you to suspend your disbelief that this could just be a different part of the showroom floor.
Wow, I really thought that was it. The whole floor looks different. It used to be all the clothes and the makeup, and now it's housewares, and now it's bedding. Okay, never mind. I guess none of that counts. That's ridiculous. Drew calls Larry Lawrence. Okay. Drew's wearing goggles.
Correct. Aviation goggles while he talks to Larry.
Drew calls Oswald Osborne.
Correct. This one they named.
This one they named?
That one they
What?
pointed out. Yes.
Okay.
Is that all you had?
No. Oh, yeah, that's all I had. Because the rest was Oswald's uniform's wrong and there's a bed downstairs.
Yes.
So, damn.
Okay.
I definitely missed a lot.
A couple of things. Not too much. A couple of things. When they're in the elevator, the Winfred Louder logo is flipped. So instead of WL, it's LW. Oswald and Lewis switch places when they get off the elevator. So they're on opposite sides of where they're supposed to be, based on what we just saw. One of the people mobbing Drew, in addition to the Waldo, is wearing a Drew Carey Show t-shirt, which wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. This one's tricky. Oswald and Lewis, when they're trying to get through through the mob, say that they have been friends of Drew since college. They've really been friends since childhood. There's one that I think is wrong, and I would like.
That's fucking. What?
There's one I think is wrong, and I don't. I was looking through my old notes here to see if I could find anything. Drew tells Larry that he has worked at the store for 17 years, but according to the Arrow, Drew has only worked there for 12 years.
Oh, come on.
That feels wrong to me, though.
I feel like, 17 years, Larry says?
No. Drew tells Larry he's worked at the store for 17 years. He says in all my 17 years or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like it hasn't been that long.
I think it's been, but they say 12. So 12 is the correct answer, but I think it's more than 12.
No, I think that's right.
Yeah?
I think they're right.
All right. Well, then you know what? Kiss ass. Go kiss it. I love you, Carey Show. One more thing. I thought you would have got this one. In that scene where we see Goggles Drew, there are film scratches on the shot.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's like film scratches in the middle.
Damn.
So, you have from this one, there's 15 total. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not terrible. Not terrible.
Not the worst.
You missed 6.
I'm really mad about the security guard and the Larry thing.
The Larry thing I get. The security guard, it's just a guy. Like, we're introduced. Remember when they're saying, like, Susan over there is going to stop making excuses to not talk to you? And Drew's like,
I guess we're introduced
we're just
to
meeting
Susan
characters we've never known.
I know, but
Or
we already
Trudy or
had
whatever.
a security guard. I guess they would have called him a different name.
Yeah.
They would have called him Chuck, and then they would have had a different actor there.
Right. So they're saying this.
Whatever.
Okay. That's all right. I do feel like I just pointed out that Susan thing, we're missing jokes as we go, folks. There are some fun regular jokes in this too.
It is, but we were on a mission with this.
We are, exactly. We have, in addition to explaining the plot brute force to you, we also have a goal here. So the fourth scene, we're back in the office here, right? You know, we're starting to see like the consequences of this no firing policy really play out for Drew. He's reprimanding a guy for pissing off of the like roof of the building. He's like, oh man, I almost hit the parking structure. And Drew's like, what? How? Wow, okay, that's actually pretty impressive when you think about it. Like shit like that. He's got a super soaker full of piss. That's my favorite thing. He's squirting Drew with it. He's
squirting Drew under the table.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, Drew notices, like, oh, you're pissing
Drew's
on my foot.
Are you peeing on me right now?
I just liked right in the chest.
I like the idea that this guy's he can't stop peeing.
Yeah. You fill up a super smoker full of it? Oh, Jesus. You know, essentially, we're seeing no compunction to follow the rules. They can't be fired. Why would they?
Why would they? Pulling out compunction.
Well, okay. Full disclosure, I copy and pasted a bit of the description from the Paley Media website. So some fucker over there wrote compunction, and then Shane said compunction on the part. Shane said a vocab word.
Like, what's wrong with this episode? Use compunction before.
No, straight up, I would have never known it. No, not even a little bit. We also get in this episode, in this scene, Wick. So, you know, we're seeing Drew sort of deal with the fallout and Mimi and all these things. Oh, Mimi comes in as basically like, you know, everything's gone to hell. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Wick enters the scene with a cane. He's like trying to, you know, he's clearly recovering. Drew's like, are you okay? And he goes, oh, I'm fine. And then he sits down and he lets out one of the most like awful screams I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, he's getting like a nut replacement basically. He shows Drew.
Well, that's what I didn't understand in all this. Was he shows Drew his little rubber fake testicle.
Yeah.
Which one, why do you need a fake it's an aesthetics thing, I guess.
I mean, or maybe just to even out weight distribution. I don't know how the gonads work when you don't have one.
You think Lance Armstrong has a... No, it's one nut Lance.
Yeah, one ball Lance.
Well, he was all about trying to be aerodynamic.
Yeah. It actually was a pro for the Tour de France.
And actually, it got off 0.25 pounds. So he could move that much quicker.
His velocity on the bike was crazy.
Yeah, but
it's a good point.
It's definitely an aesthetic thing. But anyway,
well, Wick has to date. He has to explain to women. Oh, I got really cocky.
I don't know. That's pretty badass to be like, I got shot in the nuts with a crossbow.
Right, but then you got to be like, because I was firing some guy. You know, he doesn't want to.
Because I'm the boss. I don't know. How does that lose?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm making money.
He was so mad at me that he shot me with a crossbow. I don't know. Seems awesome. It
works out. That's true. Yeah, and then it's at this point that, you know, Wick kind of reveals like, oh, I was afraid that you were gonna take my job, but clearly everything's going fine. You're fucking up just as I thought.
Yeah.
So Drew's in a pickle.
So
let's go through errors right now, my boy.
Drew is talking into a can.
Correct. He's on a phone call with this before he gets to reprimand the guy. He's talking into a tin can, not a phone.
There's a popcorn machine by the coffee pot.
Hell yeah! Instead of the water cooler.
There's also a weird tube hanging onto the wall. It looks like an arm.
It's
almost.
A mannequin arm.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
There we go.
Look at that.
Mimi is a mime in black and white. That part was hysterical.
She enters the scene in black and white, and that's actually two. And
that's pretty crafty.
There's an imaginary door. That must have been like a green screen thing, right? Like she comes in and walks and then turns an imaginary door. Yes.
The audience wasn't in on that one.
No.
The scene just compresses at one point.
Yes, the screen is squeezed while Drew is speaking. Yes.
There are seal noises.
Correct. Seals bark in the background.
The art behind Mimi's desk is now a child's painting, it seems.
Ooh, it is different. It's a Picasso.
Oh.
It's a child's painting. Who's this bitch ass Picasso that thinks he can draw?
Picasso was a child, no? That's one of his child works.
Baby Picasso.
Yes.
Yes. Points.
Mr. Wick is giant outside the window.
Mr. Wick appears Godzilla-like. I do just want to say the arrow for this pointed out that the error is Mr. Wick is not a giant. That's what they wrote. I was like, what? Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And the Mr. Wick has a Scottish accent at one point.
Great clock. Yes, his accent switches to Scottish.
He just sounds like he does on his show, his talk show.
Yes.
And then Drew has a Bengals mug on his desk.
Nope.
Oh, what?
Nah, it's just a thing he's got.
I thought that was a Cincinnati Bengals mug instead of a Cleveland mug. I was convinced.
They didn't have it listed. I did notice this as well, and I was like, but
so
that's just a thing he's got.
that's all I have in here. And then I wrote down a bunch of notes about how it's crazy that the rubber testicle is $300 and it bounces like a bouncy ball. That was it.
Yeah. No, there's nothing. Unfortunately, that is not an error. That is $300 for a fake testicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the bouncy ball element of it, and we come back to it at the very end, which is fun. There's a couple you missed. Drew's desk is a different desk.
Right.
It's not his normal desk. Mr. Wick's office door says George Washington. I'm going to give you, they put one here that you gave earlier. Mimi's troll dolls are all over Drew's desk. So you're going to get that.
I already got that.
You said that. The scene, so when Mimi and Drew are looking at that blueprint of like where they're going to invade.
Yeah.
On Drew's computer monitor is a smaller version of the scene we're currently watching. So it's like an infinite loop of Drew and Drew and Drew and Drew on the computer
That's good.
monitor.
That's funny.
And otherwise, you got everything else. You cleaned this one, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you fucking, there were 14, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 14.
Ooh, baby.
Cleaned up.
How
Cleaned
about
up.
that? I don't think I'll get a perfect in this, but that's pretty good.
We should. What are you kind of aiming for now that we're almost done? We got one more scene in the credits. What are you hoping your final score is?
Oh, out of what?
I mean, you don't even know. I don't even want to tell you.
No, I just hope that I hope that percentage wise.
Yeah, like if we're grading this, sounds like an A through F.
75%.
Okay, so like a C.
Yeah.
I'd like a C too for you. That'd be nice.
I'm setting the bar low. And I don't think I'm going to clear that, but I'm going to try.
You never know.
Maybe we do well in these last couple.
All right, the very final, well, not the final scene, but the last plot scene. We're in the office again. Everybody's chilling. There's a note that says, hey, you're going to see like T-shirts and shorts and a pool table and paper airplanes, and none of that shit is an error.
I do love that.
They were like, we just want to make sure you know.
I was writing it down, and I was like, are they trying to throw me off the scent? And I kept writing it down. But then I'm like,
but no, it is not an error. That is all. Everybody's just straight chilling here at Winford Louder. We're the cool department store. You know, we don't got any fucking rules. Yeah, and then so including Drew and Oswald are just playing like mini pool on Drew's desk.
On Drew's desk, all in Hawaiian shirts.
Absolutely.
Just hanging out.
Picking back.
Drew's trying to be.
Bull.
Drew literally said he's just trying to be the cool stoner boss. Is basically what he said.
Yeah, well, we get it. We start to see now if Drew decides to chill, everything goes to shit. The only way that the non-firing, we can do whatever we want thing works is if the person in charge still feels that they're in charge. So Drew sort of reverse psychologies here, and he goes, hey, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to sign your paycheck.
Too cool.
I'm not going to approve your vacation.
You
just got to fucking, he says he doesn't want to be the boss anymore. He wants to be the stoner art student who impregnates the teacher.
Which,
I was like, that must have been a specific person in Drew Carey's life.
Yes, that he really envied. That he was like, God, I would kill to be.
Richard really had it made. Oh God. But yeah, so he's basically like, this is what happens when you don't fall in line and kind of do your things, and everybody else is immediately cool with it. And Drew's like, what the fuck? No, you can't.
No. Everybody's like, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, it's fine. And he's like, no, we need order. And literally before we even get a chance to dissect into it, we get a little bit of a resolution in that Mrs. Louder's back early.
Yeah, she just comes back.
Kate comes back and she's like, Mrs. Louder's here. I just saw her. And then Mimi runs through. She's in the parking lot. Everybody's like, oh, well, you know what? We'll just blame Drew.
Yeah.
Drew will be the fall guy for this. And then Drew I think it's Johnson from before, if I remember correctly. He's walking out with a huge computer. And Drew's like, you're fired. And it puts the fear of God in everybody.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, back to work. And everybody quickly scatters. Oswald, we find out, has to go back to his job at Global Parcel. The mini pool table was a delivery.
He's like, I'll pack this back up.
Yeah, yep. Even Oswald is bad at following rules.
Yeah.
So that's the little resolution we get when they realize they're not safe anymore with Drew.
Here we go.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay, hold on. I know this isn't an error. But I was like, oh, this is, I did write, is this a mistake or just an upgrade? I like that there's a drone shot going through Cleveland. Is that an error?
It's not Cleveland. That is the city of Chicago.
Chicago!
Yes. The city of Chicago. I thought at first, I was like, oh, that's London.
It felt different.
Yeah, it is a different
It
city.
was like a clock tower.
Yeah.
The drone shot, can I get half a point?
Yeah, I'll give you half. I'll half.
I clocked it as different.
The exterior shot is going to get bolded and nothing else is. Okay. Yes.
All right. The White House is now outside the window.
I missed this. Great call. Yeah, that is absolutely correct.
Yeah. So somebody came up and they were like, there's a volleyball game in shoes, and she was holding a football.
Correct.
And then just to tag back to Kate's playing volleyball, but it's in the parking lot.
Ding, ding, ding. Correct.
She's now on the escalator. There's no escalator.
No,
What?
that's not an error. There's probably an escalator somewhere.
There's cow noises.
Correct. Cows can be heard mooing.
Damn.
That's all you had?
I lost this one then.
No? Okay.
fell off.
There's three you missed. Drew's mug of beer, when he's filling it up at the keg while Larry comes over, switches hands between shots.
Oh, that would have been tough.
The painting over Mimi's desk is now the Mona Lisa.
I should just guess the painting. I knew you already told me it changes in every
It's
scene.
another child thing. This is the last one. This is going to piss you off really hard. So remember the note that said none of this is a part of the things?
Spelled.
The word airplanes is misspelled. AIRPLAINS. Airplanes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they really fucking snuck one in because just when you think you're safe.
You know who wrote that? You remember the same writers that were making all the dumb science titles in the first season?
One.
That's who did that error.
Yeah. So they had 8 here from you. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5.
All right, I fell off. I don't think I'm making 75.
We got the credit scene. We get the boys. They're this one. Let's just go through and talk about it with the errors. How about?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of an homage to what we've just done with all of the errors.
Yeah.
Oswald and Lewis are playing ping pong
in the backyard.
There's no pool table, so that's an error. That's an error.
The
correct.
ping pong table in the backyard.
Is, yes.
They're
talking
had it
back and
130 years.
So he's had it for 130 years.
Since the Civil War.
Correct. Drew says, the arrow says, Drew's not 130 years old.
Yeah.
Lewis says that Drew's mom wouldn't let his dad put it out after he got back from the Civil War. Didn't serve in the Civil War.
Serve in the Civil War. Farmco.
Correct. Oswald asks Lewis about Farmco. It's actually Drug Co.
Yes. Lewis is the handsome Italian man.
Yes. Lewis is Robert Hedges, who is not Hispanic.
Yes. Error. He is not Hispanic.
Error on this episode. He's not Hispanic.
The shot is upside down at one point.
Mm-hmm.
The shot is, we get a reverse shot at one point.
Yeah, so they flip it like 180 horizontal reverse.
Yeah.
And Wick enters via the right, I guess.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And we find out that they were playing ping pong
with his testicle. There's a note. There's a little thing that he does first of all, when Drew drops it in the one office scene, and then also here where he goes, "Oh, it's a little dusty."
Yeah.
That's your problem with it? They're hitting it with paddles, my guy. Your nuts just getting smashed.
Are there any errors I missed?
There are some errors you missed. Lewis asks, this one I thought could have been considered a joke. They did list it. Lewis asks Oswald about how his job as a brain surgeon is going.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
I know. The arrow goes, no, he's a delivery driver.
Oh, my God.
There's 2 more. I thought you would have picked this one up, but I guess you didn't read. So you know what? There's one fake credit.
I went into this episode and I'm like, I'm not going to read a fucking word.
You're going to like this one. There's a fake credit, Mr. Seinfeld's makeup artist. And it's Gumby and Pokey. Just dumb, but the fact that they're riffing on Jerry, I thought you would enjoy that.
Yeah.
And then the literally in the last seconds of the episode, the Mohawk Productions title card usually ends with a laugh. It's that sonogram.
Oh, yeah.
There's a cat meow. Yeah.
I did. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't write that one down, but I did catch there was something wrong with the end.
So I'm going to do some math real quick, and we're going to get you an answer here. Do you want to guess how many errors there were total?
I think that there were 68.
68, 97.
97.
97, yes. Hold on. We're going to
97's crazy. Dude, he really tried to throw you off the scent by saying 50. Or at least or more than 50. Man, I just love to know who won this now. We're going to have to research who the guy was and then what cameo he makes in a later episode. Or I wonder if when they were like, I wonder what part of the like you get to be a part of the show. I wonder if that just means, oh, you get to sit in the audience and laugh. Because of course, the sitcom audience is part of the show. This is me just riffing while Shane does math.
I was going to say we could just leave the dead air and I would cut it, but I'm glad you did all of that. So you got 61 and a half out of 97. If my math's correct, that puts you at a 63 for finding the errors in the what's wrong with this episode.
All right, that's definitely a D.
No, but you know what? Yeah, you're looking
Is that
at
a
it.
D or an F?
It's probably an F, but you're looking
D
at
is
it.
65.
Well, yeah, but you're looking at it the wrong way. You're comparing yourself against getting 100, right? You just need to get more errors than other people would have got. And the question is, in 1998, do you think people would have gotten that many errors?
Well, like I'm saying, I'm sure people did this in group settings, rewatching
Multiple
and watching.
rewatches.
This was, to be fair, I did one watch.
Wow, really?
I did one watch of this.
Wow. We didn't even set rules like that.
I did one watch this morning after I got off of work.
So you just got off the
And I
overnight
just
shift.
I would see something and I'd write it down. I paused a few times, but like that was it.
Yeah.
I did it once straight through.
Yeah. I give you credit, man. 63 is not that bad.
But
Considering,
leaves a lot to be desired.
Well,
This is why I didn't read. If I would have just read some of the credits.
And the good news is this is a recurring thing. So they do another one in season 4.
They do another one.
They do another one in season 4, season
holy
5,
shit.
and season 6.
What?
Yeah. There's 4 what's wrong with these
Were
episodes.
there any other shows doing this?
I don't think so. Drew was really on like a different sort of wavelength.
And they would just do this like annually on April Fool's, I
correct.
assume?
Yeah. This was their April
Wow.
Fool's gag every year for
That's pretty
4
funny.
years. It's good.
It's good.
And, like I said, like I've said it before, but like, 30 Rock does a live episode. Drew did live episodes way before them.
Yeah,
Drew Carey has the first like internet streaming episode. Like they were cutting edge on some shit. This is like a fun little thing that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Imagine having to read through all the submissions and the P.O. box.
yeah. Just some ABC intern was just the one
Yeah.
doing that. Just some pimply teen that was like,
No, they got 15.
no, they said it was a kid's drawing, but it's Picasso. Well,
That's awesome.
I hope we'll see for the next one who ends up. If I think I'll be on the hot seat would be my guess.
I feel like we should have started the episode with this, but if you guys watch this, let us know how many you got.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, why not? Let us know if you watch this in real time. Let us know. Play along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you played along, I'd like to know how many episodes you got.
Yeah.
I mean, mistakes.
Yeah. Let us know your mistakes. Let us know if it's more than 63%. And yeah, I think that does a wrap for this one.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back. We're getting near the end. We can see
almost
season
done.
3. It's almost through. And then we'll go on to the next.
Yeah.
But for now, thank you for listening. If you want to subscribe on YouTube, you can. YouTube.com/@Cleveland Rocks Podcast. We're on Instagram @Cleveland Rocks Podcast. You can email us clevelandrockspodcast@gmail.com.
do all those things.
And more. Why
Yes.
not? We're blowing up
You
on
can
YouTube.
do those
Get
while
on
you
the-
do other things.
You can text your mom and listen to a YouTube episode or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.